Hey everyone, my name is Wedge, and this video is going to be a really quick introduction to a new format. Yeah, a new format. How many times does that happen, am I right? Anyways, if you haven't heard of it yet, I'd like to present to you Tiny Leaders. First things first, the format is largely based on Commander with a few tweaks. Instead of using 100 card decks, your Commander and 99 other cards, you use 50 card decks, your Commander and 49 other cards, so literally half the size. The other big rule of the format, you can only play with cards that have a converted mana cost of 3 or less. Yeah. Tiny Leaders is very much self-explanatory now that you know the rules. 50 card decks, nothing above 3 mana, including your Commander. Just like Commander, it's a singleton format. There are a few other things to note that make this different from normal Commander. There are no free mulligans in Tiny Leaders. In many Commander playgroups, you can usually mulligan your whole hand or parts of your hand without losing a card as penalty. Yeah, none of that in this format. You mulligan, you go down to 6, almost like it's a real format. Weird. Anyways, Commander damage is gone and players' life totals are brought down from 40 to 25. While Commander is known for being a format where you can play games with 4 or even 6 players at once, Tiny Leaders is not like that. It's designed to be a 1 versus 1 format with a best of 3 match and a 10 card sideboard. You sideboard in between games like normal Magic, but you can't change your Commander and your deck must remain at 50 cards. There is a ban list for Tiny Leaders. It's made up of cards you'd expect with some interesting additions. Edric, Spymaster of Trest, and Sword of Body and mine are straight up banned. I suppose that makes sense. In addition, Derevi Imperial Tactician, Arayo, Soratami Ascendant, and Rafellos Llanowar Emissary are banned from being commanders, but you can still use them in your deck. All other rules work the same exact way they do in Commander. Now on to the fun part. Where do you even start? Well, here are some popular Tiny Leaders that players have had a lot of fun with so far. Animar, Soul of Elements, Alicia, Who Smiles at Death, Brahmas, King of Oreskos, and Shu Yun the Silent Tempest, just to name a few. It's important to note that if you want to play Jeskai or Mardu, Shu Yun and Alicia are the only available commanders as of right now. If you like the Sultai, you're a bit out of luck. There are currently no commanders for the Sultai. Yeah, it's a tough break. I have a shoulder to cry on if you need it. Although, in the rules they do say that there is a general specific to Tiny Leaders so you can play the Sultai. It's just a 2/2 legendary creature that costs blue, black, green. So I guess you can go Sultai, but come on, half the fun is playing a commander you enjoy. Just saying. Some basic information for deck building. Strategies I'm seeing range from around 18 to 20 lands, so that's a place to start. Since you have so many less cards to work with, you want to pick a commander that has a clear reason for existing. For instance, Azuri really likes elves. A lot. Maybe playing an elf deck isn't such a bad idea with him as a leader. Don't like him? Try Risk the Redeemed. Enjoy upsetting everyone with your terribly annoying well-wisher shenanigans. The format is already just so diverse, there's no reason not to try it. Shu Yun with Kiln Fiend, Swords to Plowshares, Lightning Bolt, Gutshot. Not your cup of tea? Teysa Orzhov Scion with Mentor of the Meek, Quest for the Grave Lord, and Marshoku. Still unhappy? Geez, you're hard to please. How about Glissa the Traitor with the Nim Death Mantle, Arcbound Ravager, Mercer Pirion, and so much more? Tiny Leader Strategies lets you play some ridiculous cards. That's basically my point. You get to be even more creative than in Commander, if that were even possible. Still not sure where to start? Our good friend Badwolf MTG is already on the Tiny Leaders hype train. She just recently built a deck using Alicia as a commander. I highly suggest you check it out. Link is right there, next to me, pointing at it. Even with all of that information, we're not going to leave you out in the cold. Expect a couple Tiny Leaders deck techs in the coming weeks/months. We love this format, and I can tell you right now that if we ever meet at a convention or a tournament, the first deck I'm pulling out will be my Tiny Leaders deck. The format's hilarious. That's Tiny Leaders in a nutshell. What do you all think? Is this a format that you would consider playing? If so, can you think of some really cool commanders? Remember, 3 mana or less. Enjoy thinking on that. Until then, subscribe below for the latest and most reliable Magic the Gathering information you could ever need. This is the Mana Source. I'm Wedge. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.